Hey, good afternoon, everybody. CJ Goes Unleashed. I am on my second channel today because there are things that I want to say that I can't say on my other channel. If those of you who are subscribed to my other channel know, it's quite a different channel. But at the same time, you know, something that's been on my mind for quite a while, and it's been bothering me, and I've been seeing it come to light the past couple of months or so, is squatters' rights. If you don't know what squatters are, it's people who just basically invade your property. So say you have a second home, and this is typical. You have a second home, especially in the southern part of the United States, or pretty desirable areas where people can afford to have second homes. If you've got a second home, you got a rental home, and it becomes vacant for whatever reason, well, somebody can just basically walk in and put their stuff in your house and then claim that it's their house. Now, is it that easy? No, you got to actually send mail to the house. But typically, if somebody's going to squat in your $1 million Beverly Hills house, they're going to plan ahead. So they're going to already have mail sent to your property if they know it's vacant, even if it's vacant for a few days. And if they can find a way to get in and put their stuff inside, well, buddy, you got a problem, because now you have somebody who's entered your home illegally, right? And you're like, okay, no problem. This is like no biggie. I'll just call the cops, right? Well, you can call the cops. Go ahead. Call the cops. Cops are going to come out. You know what they're going to say? They're going to say, are you the owner? And you're going to say, yeah. And they're going to say, well, why are there people inside of your house? And you'll say, I don't know why there are people inside of my house, because this is my house and I just came home. I've been on vacation, or I haven't been, my handyman or whatever hasn't been over, or came over today and said that there's people that are squatting inside your house, and I don't know who they are, but I want them out. And the police will go and they'll talk to the squatters, and what they'll do is they'll come back to you about 5 or 10 minutes later, and they'll say, ma'am or sir, really love to help, or really don't want to help. Depends on the police officer that you get in front of you. And they'll say, I can't help you. This is a civil matter. So, ma'am or sir, you're going to have to go through the court system to eliminate this issue that you have. You want your property back. We can't help you. We can't take these folks out forcibly. They showed us that they have mail coming here, or they showed us that there is an electric bill in their name. And these are all very probable things that have occurred. And over 27 years as a landlord, I have dealt with squatters, and I have dealt with some serious situations. It's not an easy thing, guys. So if Mr. and Mrs. Landlord, you own one house, two house, good for you, congratulations. If you think that you're going to go and get the squatter out on your own, don't stop thinking. And start thinking like a different direction, because you're not going to get the squatter out. It's not going to happen. You're going to go to court, because squatters have rights. And depending on what state you're in, I'm in Pennsylvania, thank goodness, a little bit better than some other states. I wouldn't want to be in New York. I wouldn't want to be in California, but I wouldn't mind being back in Florida again, with the squatters' rights being reduced or almost taken away by Florida Governor DeSantis last week, giving some much needed relief to homeowners who have properties being squatted in. You have this Venezuelan national guy who's going on TikTok. He's got 4 million viewers telling people to go and squat in houses wherever they are, because he's teaching them the squatting laws. Amazing, isn't it? Well, thankfully, that piece of shit was arrested yesterday, and his crying girlfriend can't find him, because why would we make it easy for them? We're already making it too easy. And instead of playing ball and coming to the country, they want to do these kind of things. So totally agree with having him arrested, lock his fucking ass underneath the jail in Mexico, and throw the key away and never look back. and send back these people. Once these people start getting taken out of these houses in Florida, you're going to see a big change around the country. But going back to my original point, these folks can come in, and most times as homeowners, and I've dealt with hundreds of landlords and managed thousands of properties and owned hundreds of my own properties, I know how this game works, and I've dealt with squatters before, and it's not as easy as you would want it to be, right? Like, you're like, okay, I'll go take the front door off. That's the shit I hear all the time. I'll go take the front door off and they'll leave. No, the fuck you won't. You will not do that, because the cops will come back, and guess who's going in handcuffs, pal? It's you. You're going in handcuffs, not the squatter. The squatter's standing there smoking a blunt, laughing at you, and the cop's not asking him if he's got a medical license to smoke the blunt. All the cop knows is you're going to jail, dude, because you tried to take a front door. Don't try and take a window. Don't get creative. Don't try and get stupid. Don't cut the power off, because once that tenant is in there for 30 days, I think it's every state. I know it's my state, and I've dealt with it before. You can't turn the water off. You can't turn the power off. You can't turn the gas off. So guess who's paying the bills? Not only you paying the mortgage, your taxes. If you're free and clear, you got your taxes, you got your insurance. You're paying for all of your utilities and all of upkeep and maintenance to make sure the property is safe, because God forbid your squatter falls down and breaks his or her leg. That would be terrible. It would be terrible for you, because now you're on the hook for that, dude, or chick, or ma'am, or sir, however you want to call yourself or feel how you are about your position in the industry as a landlord. Me, personally, you can call me whatever you want. But what I have is 27 years of experience and 27 years of mistakes of trying to get these people out and dragging them out and doing unsavory things that at the age of 47, when I was 27, didn't seem like a big deal to me. I'd fuck these people up and I'd drag them out by their hair, but you can't do it the old school way. So what do? Well, here's your options. You can go to court. You can hire yourself an attorney. Attorney's going to cost you a couple grand. And then they always have these bullshit other fees. And then if you have a problem with the judge, like there are some districts here in the Pittsburgh area, if you have a problem with them, they love to, when you file, they love to judge in favor for the tenant. So be aware that probably 50% of the time, even if you go to court and you bring your paperwork with you, the deed and all that stuff, and they'll come in, and if you're in a low-income neighborhood, especially, a lot of times the judges will grant the possession to the squatter still, and they'll still have an opportunity to appeal. And in Pennsylvania, this can take maybe 90 days sometimes. In other states like New York, it can take 2 years. In California, it can take 2 years. So imagine you've got your property sitting for 2 fucking years that you're paying insurance, taxes, all the utilities, all the maintenance, all the upkeep, and somebody's living in there for free. Wouldn't you freak? Wouldn't you freak? Now, you can go through the way of the lawyers, right? The attorneys. They're the ones who make all the money anyway. I have attorney friends. I love you guys. Realtor friends. I love you guys. Time and place for all of you and all of your positions. Me, myself, I used to file personally all of my paperwork, all of my documentation, all of my POA landlords that I control their properties. I would do all the paperwork for them. A few $100, it wouldn't be $1,500. But when you're dealing with the squatter, you're gonna have to hire an attorney if you don't have another alternative. You yourself can't enter the property. You have to stay fully out of this whole deal, okay? And I'm gonna explain to you in the next video. If you like this video, you're gonna give me a thumbs up. You're gonna ask me to explain how these processes work, and I have some amazing processes for homeowners and for folks who want to get squatters out of properties. The first way is you're going to go through an attorney. They're going to charge you a few $1,000, and then their bullshit fees and all that stuff, right? They still may not even get them out in California for 2 years, New York for 2 years. Florida, it's going to go a little bit faster. Pennsylvania, like I said, 3 months. Ohio, maybe 60 to 90 days. Same thing, right? But in that meantime, you're paying all the utilities. What's going to happen is when you get your property back, and like I said, I've dealt with thousands of properties. I have a pretty high standard of intelligence when it comes, and there's no racist bullshit, none of that. This is evidence, okay? Most of the lower income places, when you go back to the properties and you've got in possession, you got $20, $30, $40, $50,000 in damage. I'm not kidding you. You're gonna have to be prepared to eat that portion of the bill, because you're gonna have usually a huge fucking bill that's gonna crush you. And this is what sends landlords out of the business. Now, I've got a couple of other techniques that are probably 10% of the price and can be done in one day to remove your squatter. Give me a thumbs up. This is my new channel, and I think this is actually my first real video that I'm putting on here that I'm passionate about. But I'd love to tell you guys how to get these squatters out, and I'd love to tell you some fucking stories that would be like, you'd be like, poof, that can't even be true, CJ. They're true. Enjoy your day, and I look forward to speaking with you, and I'll put my contact information down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe, or remember to like and subscribe. Have an awesome day.